Right behind me is an LG OLED Flex, and it's basically a really awesome 42-inch OLED TV/monitor that has a trick up its sleeve. Just do this and see the magic happen. Well, it takes a little while, but there you go. You now have a fully curved screen to enjoy that curved viewing experience. Now, we actually got this into the office quite a while ago, but we really didn't know how we wanted to approach this review. But here we are, and this is what we're going to do with it. So we are pairing this monitor, this 42-inch monitor/TV, with a really powerful PC, and we're just going to put it through its paces and see how the experience is going to be like. For those of you watching on Shorts, this very monitor will set you back roughly $2,500 US or 4,000 Singapore dollars. So while it's an impressive experience, we would say to think twice before you actually purchase one. To start off, we'll talk a little bit about the design of the OLED Flex, and honestly, it's a pretty unique looking monitor. Well, we'll just refer to it as a monitor since we're using it as such. And honestly, it's a pretty nice looking monitor. It's 42 inches, but it does come with a really hefty stand to allow it to really do that flex. And do note that this weighs roughly 23 kilograms, so it is quite a weight. Do ensure that your desk is able to support it, and definitely carry it around carefully as much as you can. You don't want to hurt yourself, and if you do accidentally drop this, it's going to be quite the damage. But regardless, we do like the design. It's really clean, really simple. Although the back, because of how it's built, the stand is a little bit chunky, but that's also where you'll find all of the I/O. Speaking of which, this does basically has the exact same I/O that you would find in a 42-inch LG OLED TV. So here you get the 4 HDMI 2.1 outputs, but alongside that you also do get all the other ports that are essentially what makes it a TV. It does also support analog, it does support terrestrial, all of that. Unfortunately, because of what LG did, there aren't any specific PC unique features that's available with this very monitor. So don't go expecting DisplayPort or any of the sort. So in order to actually make use of the full 4K 120Hz panel, you do need to run HDMI and ensure that your graphics card is of the HDMI 2.1 standard. Now, if you guys are actually interested into seeing what this PC build is all about, we actually did build this PC and we did do a video about it, and this is quite the banging rig. This is the Asus Prime AP201 case, which is a full M-ATX case, and we do have a TUF series motherboard complete with an AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D and the Radeon RX 7900 XTX. So right here, you are looking at pretty much top of the line specs with regards to AMD, which is more than enough to power this panel and play all the games you want at full 4K. Which is something you definitely want to take note of should you be getting this display as your primary monitor. Do ensure that you would at least be getting the most out of your display, else it doesn't really make much of a sense if you're pairing this display with a really underpowered PC, because you just simply won't be making use of it. So in any case, we're just really going to fire this up and play a few games and ultimately share with you how the entire experience is, be it flat or curved. Right, so here we are going to play some Cyberpunk for starters, and I'm actually going to use a 2-camera setup. So I have one camera here, and then this camera is going to be showing the game. So let's play the game, and we are currently running at full 4K with FSR set to performance with ray tracing all turned on. So this is possibly the best experience that you can get without touching on ray tracing overdrive as of now with Cyberpunk 2077. And as you can tell, the experience is really amazing. I mean, just take a look at it. The graphics, the frame rate, the way the OLED display is rendering everything, the highlights, the dark places, the shadows, all of it. It looks fantastic. Whoa. Honestly, I have no qualms about it. It just looks amazing. Let's try Resident Evil 3. Whoa, alright. Alright, it doesn't remember my settings, so let's go ahead and set it. It's at 4K. Yes. Let's set the preset to ray tracing. Alright. Everything looks good. Generally speaking, for OLED displays, this is where games like Resident Evil will really shine, where you can really see the details in the dark areas, and the contrast is just fantastic. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, and this is where we can also turn up the volume a little. Overall, I would say that it definitely doesn't sound as good as you would with a standard LG OLED TV. Oh, as you can tell, these are the places where OLED really shines and looks fantastic. Right, and I have no bullets left. I am so... Oh, jeez. Alright, since you can't get the controller to work for some reason or another, let's just resort to keyboard and mouse. Honestly, every detail looks really great. Even if you were to really scrutinize, you can legitimately see every single detail. I mean, just look at this keyboard right here that's on the armory crate here. It's amazing. Or even just the barrel of the gun right in the background. It's 4K at this size. It's really fantastic. This looks amazing. Whew. Oh, come on. Oh, jeez. Jeez. Alright, let's go ahead and actually flatten the display and see how much of a difference it actually makes. It's kind of incredible to see it actually moving live while you have a game loaded. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, Jesus. So, I'm just going to take a step back and actually take a look at it. I'm going to reduce the volume, and just looking at it from a further distance, if I were to be using a controller, for example, I would say that this looks fine. And if you were to actually do it at 100% curve, well, yes, it doesn't really change the experience in our opinion. Not that much, at least. You really have to get in close to really enjoy that immersion, but at this distance, given your field of view and the games that you play, it might be really uncomfortable. Right, at this point, I think we can kind of sum up our experience. All in all, it was honestly a fantastic gaming experience, and we really didn't have any qualms about it. Now sure, given our setup, it's really close to the user, and that's why we just use the Xbox controller to just give us a little bit of space away from it. But if you are going to use a keyboard and mouse and you're going to have this monitor on your desk, we definitely recommend that you have a deep enough desk to have enough of a comfortable viewing distance. The second thing that we do note is that the speakers aren't definitely the greatest, so we still definitely recommend if you going with dedicated desktop speakers or just wear on your headphones. But apart from that, it was honestly a great experience. We can't complain about it, and definitely this is going to pair well with your next gen consoles as well, such as your PS5 or Xbox Series X, or even your Series S should you want to. Ultimately, however, is this going to be the worthwhile purchase for you to use as your next gaming monitor? To be very honest, we can't really justify the price because for $2,500 US or about 4,000 Singapore dollars, there are many better options out there. They are still OLED, and you can get a bigger panel nonetheless. What this has going for it is the ability to flex, to to create a curved gaming experience or a flat gaming experience, up to you. And for that one gimmick alone, we would say that it's not really worth it, especially considering the fact that this is just a standard 16:9 aspect ratio. We feel that it doesn't give you enough of an immersion to be able to enjoy it fully. And given the size, you wouldn't be sitting that close to the display either, which makes the curved viewing experience not that much different compared to a flat gaming experience. So, for our recommendation, we'll definitely suggest that you actually look at the standard LG OLED TVs, especially the C1 or C2 at the same 42 inches for much cheaper and still enjoy a really great experience. But for those of you who want something that's really novel and something that you can wow your friends when they're around, or perhaps you really do appreciate the fact that you want to either do a flat gaming display or a curved gaming display anytime you would want, then perhaps the LG OLED Flex is something that you can consider. Just do note that it's going to cost you a pretty penny. In any case, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below and be sure to take a look at it. And do like this video and subscribe to us for more of such content. We hope we can do something fun every now and then. And definitely follow us on all our other social channels. And we'll see you in the next one. See ya!